Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back again today, keeping our my top 5 favorite cards for each color combination going. Yesterday was Azorius, and today we're going to go with Rakdos. I have, inside of me there are two wolves. The part of me that loves stacks and control, and then the part of me that really likes pain. And I have quite a few Rakdos decks, ranging from Deadpool to Karavak and everything in between. And so these are going to be my top 5 Rakdos cards that I put in every single one of those decks. And I want to hear from you. What are your favorite red-black cards, black-red, however you want to say it, cards that you decide to jam into every deck, whether it just be a straight-up Rakdos deck or Mardu or what have you? Let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, first off, we have Chainer, Nightmare Adept. Pretty straightforward. He's a 3/2. For 2 generic, black and a red. He has discard a card. You may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. Activate only once each turn. So like a Reanimator ability. And then, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if you didn't cast it from your hand, it gains haste until your next turn. I actually really like this card because a lot of red-black creatures die very fast, and he is a way to recur them, and especially when I don't need those pesky lands still in my hand after I have about 5, because I try to keep my mana costs in my Rakdos deck pretty low to the ground. I can pitch a land, get something that's big and scary, and will make my opponents just groan back. Overall, a lot of utility. Works really well as a commander, but also just is a very strong card in the 99, bringing back any number of menagerie of things. One way that I like to use them is in my Deadpool commander deck. I let my Deadpool go to the graveyard if I have Chainer out, and then I just start recurring him, stealing things that way. I'm that kind of guy. All right. In at number 4, we have Dreadhorde Butcher. Now, I'm going to have a disclaimer on this card. When War of the Spark came out, I was convinced that this card was going to see standard play and could see play in Modern or Legacy. And that tells you all you need to know about how overly optimistic I am. It's a 1/1 for 2. With haste, and whenever Dreadhorde Butcher deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher, and when he dies, it deals that much damage, or it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So, although he did not get his time to shine in Standard, Legacy, or Modern, he can get time to shine in a Rakdos deck and Commander, because I'm going to tell you, Turn 2 is very fast to have a hasty creature down. The odds of everyone having a creature on the board on turn 2 are very low. The odds of, depending on who you're playing with, they might not even have a creature on turn 4. And you're just going to keep hitting, and he just keeps getting larger and larger, making it harder to deal with. And then eventually, when somebody decides to pop him like a balloon, you can just shotgun them or one of their creatures in the face. Very strong, very fun, and he's like, I don't know, under $1 as last I looked. Pretty cheap, straightforward, little low to the ground threat, and you can also always combine him with other things. Next, we have Everlasting Torment. I love this card. I love it a lot. It is an enchantment for 2 generic and then 1 hybrid black or red. Players can't gain life. It did see a reprint in Lorwyn Eclipsed, which is awesome. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, and all damage is dealt as though its source had Wither. So rather than a creature just taking damage, it gets -1/-1 counters instead. I love this card because it gets around Indestructible. I will play this very often in conjunction with either Pestilence or Pyrohemia and just start burning down the board and withering their creatures into oblivion. This card, you have to be very careful, does combo into essentially what amounts to a one-sided Wrath Effect infinite combo with All Will Be One. Because as long as you... So say you have this in play and All Will Be One. All Will Be One says whenever you put a counter on something, it deals 1 damage to something. So, it would then have Wither, so you have All Will Be One. You say you poke a creature with a shock. It gets 2 counters. All Will Be One, then pings 2, which puts -1/-1 counters, triggering the All Will Be One, and you can just wipe out everyone's board but your own. It's pretty fun, pretty great. But be careful with that combo, because people will hate you. They will absolutely despise you for being able to do that. Yep. So overall, just a very fun card. Sorry about that. Got distracted. My wife is texting me about our upcoming trip to Korea and Japan. So, sorry. But yeah, Everlasting Torment. We have Spiteful Visions. It's an enchantment for 2 generic and double hybrid black and red. I also love this card. It's at the beginning of each player's draw step. That player draws an additional card, and whenever a player draws a card, Spiteful Visions deals 1 damage to that player. You do not need to just play this in Nekuzar. Play this in everything for Rakdos, because you are going to want to refill your hand. Sure, your opponents get cards, but you know what? They can't play those cards if you kill them, and this helps kill them. Yes, it's 1 damage at a time, but you will get there. I promise you, you will get there in Rakdos. And either you'll get there or you'll die trying to get there, and it'll be fun on the way down. But Spiteful Visions overall is just a fun little utility card. I like it better than Phyrexian Arena in my Rakdos decks, because, like I said, although my opponents are also getting cards off of it, they're taking damage for it. And a lot of my greedy friends like drawing 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Mitch has gotten pinged for a whole boatload before for sacrificing his Crash to draw a lot of cards with like Greater Good. And so, peak right here. Peak. Next, and last, but certainly not least, we have, honestly, my favorite Rakdos card in all of Magic the Gathering, and that is Blood for the Blood God. It is 8 generic, double black, and red. And it's an instant, and it says this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that died this turn, which is pretty easy to do when you're in Rakdos. Discard your hand. Draw 8 cards. Blood for the Blood God deals 8 damage to each opponent. Exile Blood for the Blood God. This card is an absolute house. It is a bomb. It does amazing things. I love getting this off every time. It's super flavorful. No one gets really overly mad about getting dealt 8 damage because they get to see Blood for the Blood God go off, which is not a common thing to see in a game. And usually what I do is I wait for boards to get built up, I Blasphemous Act, and then I Blood for the Blood God, refilling my hand, because again, in Rakdos, you're likely to not have a full grip of cards, because a lot of cards require you to discard. You're going to be playing a lot of your removal, some of your burn spells, things like that. You should be pretty much hellbent most of the time, and this lets you just power up to infinity and beyond. Just a great card. Yeah, this, really good. And I do have one final honorable mention. I didn't put him in here, but Deadpool. I'll throw him up on the screen here at this time. Deadpool, I love this card. I put him in every Rakdos deck, but I did not include him in this list because I know he's not easily acquired because of the limited nature of Secret Lair cards. I didn't want to put that in there, but he does steal things' abilities. You can clone him. You can reanimate him. You can do all sorts of things. He's good as a commander. He's good in the 99. One of the most disgusting things I saw done with him is a player played their Esper Sentinel, and then they ramped up the next turn to playing a Deadpool and took their own Esper Sentinel's ability, so people had to pay 4 to dodge drawing the card. But, yeah. Overall, these are my cards. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Deadpool as my honorable mention. This is the first time I did one. And tomorrow I'll be back with, you know what? I thought today was going to be Golgari, but I'll do Golgari tomorrow. How's that sound? As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.